welcome to The View. Sitting in as our special guest co-host today, as you can see, is the fabulous Toya Jackson. Now, I know that you sat down for an interview, pardon me, with Barbara and made some news.
What's on the floor?
Oh my gosh.
You said with Barbara, and then you dropped to the floor, and
Yes,
I thought...
which I do when I see you.
Oh, I hope so. I really hope so.
But you did this interview with Barbara, and I have to say, I think we're all curious. What was the response to the interview?
Well, Latoya, what you said primarily was that your brother had been murdered, right?
Yes, I felt that it was homicide, that he had been murdered. Yes, absolutely.
And when I asked about the doctors or the people who were aiding him and mentioned Dr. Conrad Murray, you said something went wrong, yeah?
Yes.
Has there been any reaction from him or from anyone else?
No, actually, I have not heard from Dr. Conrad Murray. Neither has anyone in my family heard from him yet either. But of course, I've heard from other people regarding the interview, and everyone just thought you did a fabulous job, and it was great. We did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
But do you think it was deliberate?
You
or
know,
accidental?
I don't know. I really
Well,
don't
you say murder,
know.
it sounds like it's deliberate.
Well, I put it this way. With any doctor, they know what they're doing. They know when enough is enough. They know when too much is too much.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're licensed for this, Joy, so they should know what they're doing.
But what would be his motivation to kill your brother? It was his meal ticket. It was his meal ticket.
Well, not so. I know that they say that he was being paid by Michael, but that's not true. He was being paid by AEG, yes, of course. So it wasn't
the promoters of the concert.
the promoters of the concert, yes, of course.
Well, why would they rather have your brother dead than alive doing the concert?
Well, that's a question that we have to leave up to, meaning the
Aren't all
investigators
of the
are
tours
still looking into this
insured
and
by
everything.
AEG?
The tours were insured, yes,
By
of course.
AEG. I mean, you know, it's all these theories.
It's very convoluted, to be quite frank with you. It's very convoluted, and if you were there and you saw what really took place, meaning after this happened, you get a better understanding. I'm not at liberty to speak about it just yet, you guys, in complete full context of everything.
Yes,
However, so far my theory has been quite right, actually. Ms. Goldberg?
Yes, I still, you know, Latoya, as you know, I loved your brother deeply. And I personally I find it hard to believe that this man would just out and out murder Michael. That's just me, because I just feel like there were so many things circling the situation that I think it just got. We saw the ugly side of it.
Yeah, I should point out that you have never said that.
No, I have not, that he's come out. I believe that, truthfully, like you said, there's so many things circling this thing, and you're absolutely right about that. That will be, who knows, perhaps he was just the fall guy, but this happened, this took place. It did not have to happen, yet it did, and you must understand that. Michael continuously told me, Latoya, if I die, I'm going to be killed. They're going to kill me over my catalog, over my publishing. And he was afraid of that.
Oh, so that would be the motive.
Yeah, so that's, I didn't really want to come out and say that, you guys, but that's, when he said that to me repeatedly, when I found out he was no longer with us, I said, I got to find out what happened.
But that's a different, but this gets very complicated, and this was something we were very careful with in our interview.
Yes,
when you talk about his catalog and his publishing, that is not necessarily his concert promoters. His catalogs and his publishers, there are various companies, there are various different, that's not all in one place. We have to be very careful about that kind of accusation. But whatever it is, you do feel that there was somebody who...
It was foul play, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, Sherry, I'm going to jump off this and go on to something else, if that's okay with everybody. This isn't the first time you've sat down with Latoya either.
No, it's not. I was telling you, because we used to be Jehovah's Witnesses, and we went to the same Kingdom Hall.
Oh, that's
you
funny.
and I. And we actually, I was at the same Bible study with you, because
Really?
you know, you
That's
go to,
really
the Jehovah's
young.
Witnesses go to the Kingdom Hall, which is their church, and then they also have like home Bible studies. And you and your mom, Catherine, came.
Yes.
And then I was there sometimes when Michael would come, he'd be in the library.
Right.
And we never went out in field service, not to together. We could try that one day. If, but you're not a Jehovah's Witness.
No, today I'm not. But
your mom still is.
my mother still is
and
Jehovah's
Rebe
Witness.
is still
And
a Jehovah's.
Rebe, of course,
And I went
yes.
to, and so but then
you?
also too, I saw you because I used to hang out all night outside of you guys' house in
Really?
Encino.
You were one of those girls.
Well, I don't call myself one of those girls. I was the girl, but
she
hanging
was the
outside
girl.
your house, hoping I would see Michael come out, and it was usually you in the car, or your mom in the car.
That's not so bad.
It wasn't so bad. I got to see Latoya.
Are you still a witness?
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh,
not
so
a
you're
Jehovah's
not
Witness
knocking on
anymore.
anybody's door anytime soon?
Yeah.
No, I mean I knock on doors, but not for that purpose.
Oh, all right.
Are the children being raised as Jehovah's Witnesses?
My mother is going to really leave that up to them.
Uh-huh.
She's leaving that up. And the same way she did with us. She let us make that decision. Well, actually, when we were 16, she said, you make that decision on your own. And I continued, of course. But however, they're being raised very fairly and very well, yes.
Your mother
Nice.
is a good, wonderful grandmother.
Fabulous.
Now, Miss Latoya, you want to talk about something very close to your heart?
Yes.
Called Project AIDS LA?
Oh, yes. Project AIDS LA is one of the charities that Michael was very, very close to, actually. And well, I have a song that's out called Home, and you can download that song on iTunes. And every single penny of that song goes to AIDS Project LA because I felt that I wanted to give back to his charity, so it was close to there.
That's a video. That's a beautiful video you did. We're showing it behind you. You
I
can't see
see.
it, but
Okay.
it's a
This,
video.
I don't know
you
if
did.
people know this is a beautiful video she did, but you had a song called Hearts Don't Lie. That was just I downloaded. Well, I didn't. I'm telling my age, but I listened to it a lot.
Thank
Great.
you.
What?
It was. She did. Latoya knows that she was.
Yeah, Hearts Don't Lie, yeah.
Hearts Don't
Yeah.
Lie
I
was
know,
a
I know
big
the
song.
song, but what were you showing your? Did you say I'm just showing my age because I downloaded it?
Yeah, because I didn't download. I used to listen to it on the radio all the time.
know
of
your
course.
age.
We know your age, Sherry. You've told it many times.
I know, but it just sounds like
secret.
it sounds crazy when you go. I used to press record and play at the same time to record the song.
Well, imagine
Yeah.
how odd it would sound if we all said we had 78s.
Yeah.
Now that's
78.
Now,
45. So
And somebody will say, I even remember the Victrola. Not me.
don't forget the Edison.
I have
those things. It's the greatest thing.
I dated him. Tom
Did
and
you
I.
date Tom
Yes, we
Edison?
did. We
I'm
had
not
a-
surprised.
We had a thing.
I know you did.
Yes,
I
we
know
did.
You, and I'm told he was black, but more about that later. You know, Taylor Swift was on The View yesterday. I don't know if y'all saw it, but and we were, of course, talking about what happened to her at the MTV Awards with Kanye West, and she had said that Kanye West hadn't reached out to her since jumping on stage with her at the VMS Awards. But we want to let VMAs, pardon me. We want to let everybody know that after the show here on The View, Kanye did get in touch. He apologized, and Taylor Swift, class act that she is, accepted it.
Yes.
All right? So thus closes another chapter of the VMA Awards.
Until the next one.
Until next year,
There's always
yes.
something.
In interviews and town hall meetings, ex-President Jimmy Carter has said that there is a racist tone towards Obama, the Obama presidency, that Congressman Joe Wilson's outburst was racially motivated. Now, Wilson's son says his dad doesn't have a racist bone in his body. But do you think Carter may have a little bit of a point there, or is it crazy? I have to say, you know, given some of the other things Mr. Wilson has sort of done, I'm not sure he doesn't have a racist bone in his body. But I know that when people get pissed off at me, my daughter will say, my mother's nothing like that. So you expect family to stand up. But I am questioning whether he has some racist tendencies in him.
I watch President Carter. How do you address them, ex-President Carter?
As president.
Okay.
President,
I did watch him, and I don't feel all of the complaints that people have against President Obama are racist-based. But I do feel like this is a man who was born and bred in the South, and there's some legitimacy to what he
Not
says.
just the South.
Well, I'm saying, but from what he was
talking about
saying.
Wilson, Mr. Wilson.
No, I'm talking about President Carter. Jimmy Carter. That he has an insight. And I think that you do have to acknowledge that there is some racism there. And I think that he did it. So I do believe him. I don't believe every complaint is racially
argument that I
based.
heard this morning on one of the shows is that the guy, President Obama, won by 52%. A lot of white people voted for him. Then, when he was in office a little while, he had a 70% approval rating. So white people on television this morning was saying, how can you say it's racist when all those people love him? Well, 30% did not approve, and that may be the people that Jimmy Carter is talking about. He's not talking about the population of America. He's not talking about the majority.
But I thought he was just talking about Mr. Wilson.
No, he then did another interview in which he talked about, he did a separate interview in which he talked about, in general, racism in America. And I think we all acknowledge, we've talked it here very openly, that that racism is not dead in this country. But following up what you said, President Obama and his people, when he was running and now, have never played that card and really don't want to, and would like very much not to, not to have that divide and that anger.
It's political suicide for him to do that, but that doesn't mean that people like President Carter can't say it exists in this country.
But I don't think anyone would deny that there are still pockets.
Oh,
there are people, but not the fact. Not
Carter to come out and say this to the public, to the world, it has a lot of legitimacy to it, because after all, he is an ex-president, and to say something of this nature, the fact that he has experienced that in the South and has seen it, that means a lot to us.
But that's the exact argument against it that you just made, is that he carries a lot of weight and therefore an ex-president should keep their mouths shut. I don't agree with that, but that's the other argument.
The truth is the truth. If he's experiencing that, he's seeing that, then why not say it if that's how it
Here's
feels?
my question. Okay, maybe I'm totally spaced the whole thing out, but I thought he was responding to the incident with the outburst.
He did both.
Okay, so what the question I'm asking, not on a larger scale, but do you think there was a tinge of racism in that outburst? That's what I'm talking about.
I would like to. I have no defense for Congressman Wilson, but what he was talking about is an aspect of the health care bill that had to do with immigrants, which causes a lot of fire and a lot of anger, and that was his motivation. That was the anger that made him say liar. I don't feel that he was saying this because President Obama is a black man.
But what about just regarding immigrants?
Well, that's a different thing. But that's a different thing. He was. People feeling about immigration are not necessarily people who have racist views. I mean, we can go on to the whole immigration thing, but not in defense of Joe Wilson. What he did was deplorable, and he's being chastised.
He has an interesting record. He voted.
But it was not necessarily that argument that you're a liar was not necessarily racially motivated.
He voted to keep the Confederate flag flying. He also spoke out very nastily against the woman who claimed that Strom Thurmond was her father.
It was her father.
He has a record that's not, it's like one of these situations, if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, it might be a duck.
Nobody's claiming that he loves Obama, okay?
No,
for whatever reason.
That's a separate issue, really.
But I just wonder, I just wonder, would people have been as upset had, I don't know, Ted Kennedy yelled it out? Would they have been as upset as...
It's disrespectful to the body, to the Congress,
so it is
as well
not
as the president.
His outburst, but how he disrespected his job.
And he refuses to apologize.
In that chamber.
In that chamber.
But he refuses to apologize to the Congress.
He says he apologized, but and President Obama accepted it.
Yeah.
And he also said, what's the big deal? It's over. This is just a ploy for people to keep our minds off something else. I have to tell you, it threw me, and given the information I have about what your record is, I wondered about you, Mr. Wilson. I know you don't give a damn, but I'm just telling you. But you know what's more important? We got to go. We gotta go. We'll be right back. So, President Obama has 5 TV interviews planned for this Sunday. And the next night, he's going to be on David Letterman. Now, do you think we're seeing a lot of Obama? I mean, is he overexposed? Because some people are saying, well, he shouldn't be doing that so much. He shouldn't be on TV so much because we're getting tired of him.
Well, I think it's it's so funny. He always campaigned on change, 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 and there was a time 8 years ago where nobody knew what was going on, and so now you have him going. I want to be transparent. I want to tell you exactly what I'm trying to do. Plus, if you look at one station, looking at Univision, you're not watching David Letterman, or you're not watching. It's so many different
Not to
outlets.
mention that, but the Sunday shows all doesn't equal one primetime news channel. People watching.
He has
So
said
it's not that many people on each channel.
Yeah, he has said what both of you were saying is that he wants to reach everybody. So I would like to make this plea.
Yes.
As you are
Come on the
doing
show.
every program, President Obama,
Why is she whispering to her?
I'm talking to him, President
Oh, I see.
Obama. Hi. It's those of us on The View, we intelligent, interesting, sometimes women, we would be
What do you mean sometimes women?
intelligent sometimes. Wait, you are messing up my plea. Please behave yourselves.
Beg, Barbara.
Okay, I'm begging.
Yeah, Barbara, don't beg.
You were on with us, President Obama, when you were running. Come on with us again.
Run
Look
back.
at our audience. President Obama, if you're doing everyone, do us.
Do us.
Everyone do us. I love it. What a banner.
It's fabulous. It's
You're doing
fabulous.
everyone do us.
Now, I just think it's. Look, I'm happy to see him. I'm glad to see him. I want to hear everything he has to say because, as you pointed out, Sherry, the last guy, he didn't say much of anything, except
never
you'll do
saw
what
it.
I tell you to do.
That's right.
As a
I'm
matter
the
of fact, I'm
decider.
going to decide it, and you just live with it. So I'm open for
Obama
this.
could use a little of that. I'm the decider. I like to see him say, "I'm deciding this."
Because then when he does it, everybody will jump on him. But choice.
No, you can no, because you can't say it's okay for one and not the other. It has to be the same thing. You have to say to everybody, either it's this way as that's what I want, or this way. You can't say you can do it but you cannot, because it's not right. Now, here's what also is not right. Jessica Simpson.
There is a transition.
What a segue,
That is
Mama.
a transition.
Yes, it is a great
Let's help
transition.
Jessica.
Well, Jessica Simpson needs your help. Her beloved Maltipoo, Daisy, was taken by a coyote.
See, it's a sad story.
Keep going.
It's sad. And she wants people to help her get that dog back. Now, I'm not sure whether Jessica realizes with coyotes, they don't generally read these flyers.
But she's offering a reward.
You know what I mean?
Maybe the
California
coyote
is
will
one
get
of those
to hear about the
places
money.
where, coyotes
kidnapping
and-
is lunch. It's
Yeah.
basically.
I mean, that's what.
It's a sad
so-
story. I
yes.
hate it. I hate it.
It's-
That's cute little doggy.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
that's what happens. But this is what happens in the hills of California.
Right, exactly.
You know, it
Why
just
let the dog out loose in the hills of
because
California?
you don't want him to poop in the house.
Can I just tell you my sad story of the
Yes,
day? 'Cause it's-
quickly.
okay, very
Yes.
quickly.
Is it sadder than this?
No,
Yes.
it's no,
Tell
but,
it.
Don't
no,
listen.
but I got to do it
Tell
quick. Okay, quick. Okay, so I walk through Central Park every morning with Bryant and Lauren, my hairstylist and my makeup person. We're very close friends. The three of us walk through the park every day. Nobody recognizes me. And it's a time in the morning when people let their dogs free. So there's a guy riding a bicycle, and his poor little terrier that looks like my Cha-Cha with little short legs, is running, this poor little terrier, to keep up with this guy on his bicycle. And I am shouting animal abuse, and Bryant is saying louder, louder, and I'm saying, Bryant, he's going to turn around and punch us. If you are listening, you on your bicycle, that dog has little short legs and is trying to please you.
You should have
And it's
said
going-
something to him, Barbara. You should have went up to him.
He
No,
was
you should have
on-
went up to him.
He was on a bicycle. You
You're
said,
Barbara
I have-
Walters'
no,
bicycle.
No, I have short legs. I couldn't do it.
Right now, here's the thing. We have to go, but Sherry, Barbara would then have to chase the guy on the bike, and you know what would happen then. We'll be right back even after more Hot Topics.
Hey Taylor, so tell us, how was your first time at The View?
Amazing. I really enjoyed the view. No pun intended. And it was really wonderful. Everyone was so nice to me, and I just had a blast. So thank you so much for having me.
Are you gonna come back soon?
Of course.
All right, well, thank you for being here.
Thanks.
And now a word Sherry Shepherd.
The View is on a search to find the ultimate volunteer. Do you know someone who selflessly gives to others, who asks for nothing in return? I know Barbara, listen, and inspires others to volunteer. Well, we want to know. This is for real. We want to know. So nominate them, and they could win 1 million star points from Starwood Hotels and Resorts Hawaii. 1 million star points can get you amazing vacations, like 11 weeks at the Westin Maui Resort and Spa, or a 5-night stay at the Royal Hawaiian, a luxury collection resort for 8 to 10 years. Plus, you'll get to join them for a trip to New York when they appear right here on The View the week of October 19th. To enter someone you know, log on to abc.com/The View.
And talk about somebody who's selfless.
Yes, somebody who's selfless.
So you have to stay at that hotel for 8 to 10 years?
It wouldn't be a prison.
But who has 11 weeks?
Yeah.
I'd love to have 11 weeks. I volunteer.
I know we couldn't get 11 weeks
A lot
off.
of unemployed people out there.
Well, this is true. So I
They
think
might
that's a
need
wonderful
it.
thing.
Yeah.
All right,
Need
well,
that
that's
break,
kind of
absolutely.
groovy.
By the time
When
the
you're
vacation's over, the recession will be over. You'll all be working.
Well, how about
You want to hear
that?
something interesting?
Yeah,
No,
sure.
not necessarily interesting. So I was at a dinner, and there was a very famous divorce lawyer there.
Right,
Okay? And I said,
Raoul Felder?
no, a woman. A woman. I won't tell you. I might even tell you who. No, I won't tell you who. it is.
No.
Okay, so very famous. So I said, "You very busy now?" And she said, "Is my busiest month."
Why September?
Well, she said, people who are having trouble in their marriages say, we will get together this summer, right? And we'll try to work it out over the summer. And come September, they all want to get a divorce.
Yeah.
She has more divorces in September.
After vacations.
That's right.
Yes,
After
just
they've gone away
you're
to try
together
to bond,
constantly.
It
Why would
doesn't
you go
work.
on vacation with somebody
You're
you're
trying
planning
to-
to
trying to
divorce?
bond. You're trying to
And
work
sex
together.
always makes everything
Sex
so
does
good.
not make things good. I'm sorry. When you're pissed off at somebody,
That's
they
when it's
could be.
the best.
No, Sherry, honey, you'll see.
Okay, Latoya.
Someday.
Latoya, this is what you get for being on this panel.
I know.
Does sex make things better?
You know what it is? I kind of agree with Whoopi in a sense, because this is what's important, I think, becoming best friends first, and then nothing else really matters.
Right on
If you're
the
best
nose.
friends first, everything will fall into place.
Well, no,
People
I
get
think
together.
you have to have sex first
Well,
and
you're
then
gonna have
best
that
friends.
too.
I like the best friends first. No.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this is what we're going to do.
Chemistry first.
Chemistry,
Then we'll discuss.
then going together. But what we're going to do is chemically depend on each other. But when we come back, we're coming back with Amy Poehler, and you know what she's going to do to us.
Today is Amy Poehler's birthday, but her character on TV, her TV show Parks and Recreation, she has her own reasons to celebrate on the season premiere. Take a look.
Hey, why are you all dolled up?
Oh, it's a long story. I'm the guest of honor at this gay bar tonight. I guess gay men are starting to like me. I don't know. I guess they think I'm fabulous or something.
Well, you look good, girl. You gonna turn somebody tonight.
That was, hands down, the best interaction I've ever had with Donna.
Please welcome Amy Poehler. Hey, girl.
Happy birthday.
Sorry, excuse me.
Spending your birthday with us? What's wrong with you?
Thank you. I'm 38.
Congratulations. Happy birthday, girl.
Thank you.
So do you have any big plans?
Well, we're separated right now because he's in LA and I'm in New York, so I'm just spending the day. I do what I do every year on my birthday. I do The View.
Oh.
And the baby's a year old.
Yeah, he's almost a year, it's been a crazy year.
What's the baby's name?
Archie.
Archie.
Yeah, Archie Arnett. Archie Arnett. He's a great person. I really like him a lot.
Well, we have to. I hope you like.
I really do.
Congratulations, because you're going to be at the Emmys this Sunday,
Yes.
where you are nominated for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series for your performance on SNL last season.
Right. Thank you
Congratulations, girl.
very much.
You were also. You were nominated last year as well, and you were very, very pregnant.
I was.
When
I
they
was
nominated
about
you.
there. I was.
There
yeah.
you were.
Wow.
Now this year, you know, you slimmed down. You had the baby. You're gonna wear a
Right.
dress that's
I'm
a
gonna
little
have
more
a glass. I
form-fitting?
think I'm gonna have a glass of wine this year.
Oh, you
It's
can
exciting. Yeah. Last year, at one point, after I was at the awards, at one point I took off my shoes and my feet were like the size of a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
So
You look like the Octomom.
thank you, Barbara.
How do I get
That's always a compliment.
You were just carrying a little.
I was
a little
carrying.
food.
Thank you. No, keep going. No, I love it.
Because nowadays, the girls just, they really make it tight. Or they, but you have like an old style maternity
Well, it's
dress.
good to know that I was carrying one, but I look like I was carrying 8.
At least you were carrying in the front.
I was carrying
Yeah.
in the front,
It
right.
was only baby though. That was just baby right
Can I
there.
change the subject?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I
was
was
gonna-
also
You wanna
stealing a
change the
seat
subject?
cushion. I also had a seat cushion.
Well, speaking of babies, even though you won't be on this season of SNL, you're gonna be appearing tomorrow night and next week on Live Weekend Update. Is that right?
Our Parks and Recreation premieres tomorrow, and before that is SNL Weekend Update. They're doing these specials
Right.
Thursdays, a couple Thursdays, and I'm getting to sit at the desk and be back for that, which is great.
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
Nice.
Amy, you're a very funny lady.
Thank you, Joy.
And
You're a very
so
funny
is
lady.
Tina. Thank you. And we all asked the same question. Were you funny as a
Well, I was kind of a show-off, and I was a little bossy, but I was not, I didn't really think I was that funny. And then I would try to do dramatic roles, and I would get laughs.
I see.
You know?
Well, that's a tip-off. Well, that's
You
a
know what I
tip-off,
mean?
yeah, like, don't do drama.
You know, you go there emotionally, and you get, and then everyone's like thinking it's
Well,
hysterical.
why do you think so? Was it your voice or what, sometimes it's a person's voice, like mine or something,
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
a
why
good
you're still
question.
on the show. It's all your voice.
No, the voice sometimes
Yeah.
determines
You're
what you
right.
can do.
Well,
yeah.
it's funny because when I was little, I mean, I grew up in Boston, so I had a really thick Boston accent, which it doesn't always make.
Where?
Burlington, Massachusetts.
Yeah, I was born in Brookline.
You were?
Yes.
I went to BC. I spent a lot of time in Brooklyn.
Yeah, talk quietly.
But I want to get back on your good side because I love Parks and Recreation.
Thank you.
I think it's a very funny show. If you haven't seen,
Thank you
to
very
see it.
much.
But when you were on SNL, of course, you were Hillary Clinton,
Yes.
and you were on with Hillary Clinton. There you go.
Right.
Can't tell them apart. So I'm dressed alike and everything.
Yeah.
So tell us what your inner thoughts were.
Well, it's always strange to be dressed as someone and stand next to them. That's always strange. And actually, my inner thoughts during that moment, one was that she was so gracious and lovely to meet and to work with. So I was thrilled to be able to meet her and work with her. And also, I was pregnant at the time. I was newly pregnant. So my inner thought was, please don't let me barf. Then
Unless she
Senator,
does-
now
unless she
Madam
does
Secretary.
first.
And if she did first, right, then I'd have to copy her. But
Well, Amy, Barbara was saying Parks and Recreation is a funny show. It absolutely is, because you play this very upbeat local official who works with people who are not as upbeat as you.
Right.
And a lot of people say if you like The Office, you will like Parks and Recreation.
I know you're a big fan of The
I'm a
Office.
big fan of The Office.
Yeah.
And do you like the comparison between the show? Do you think it's similar?
Oh, certainly. Well, the creators of the show, Mike Schur and Greg Daniels, also worked in the American Office, and that style, that mockumentary style, is really fun to do. You get to play around and be kind of small and big at the same time, and I'm a huge fan of that show, so anytime we are spoken in the same sentence is great. But I'm hoping this year we get compared to Man vs. Wild.
I have a quick question for you. I'm just kidding. I have a quick question for you.
She's kidding.
Do you like playing just the one character that you're playing now on Parks and Recreation as opposed to all the different characters that you play on Saturday Night Live?
Well, LaToya Jackson,
It's one name.
Yeah, I do. It's been really fun. You know, all the stuff you guys were talking about today, there's a lot of bad news, and it's fun to play a character who's like kind of chin up, hoping to make a change.
Okay.
And who's optimistic in the face of a lot of struggle. So that's a fun character to play, and it's fun to play one person, a lot less wigs involved with just one person.
You're right.
Hey, girl, I hear you. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? We are going to be calling you at the Emmy Sunday.
Thank you.
And the season premiere of Parks and Recreation airs Thursday night. Check your local listings for times, and we're going to be right back with Jeffrey Ross.
favorites of your favorite ABC show.
Bob, you may have noticed I didn't curse words tonight because I didn't want to compete with the master. Comics, I know you have the filthiest mouth and the kindest heart, and I knew there was no way I could top you. But in honor of the late, great George Carlin, I would like to leave you all with another 7 words you could never hear on television. And the Emmy goes to Bob Saget.
Okay, that may seem a bit harsh, but it's all in fun at a comedy roast. And one of the best roasters is no chicken when it comes to insults. Please welcome author of the new book, I Only Roast the Ones I Love, Jeffrey Ross.
Hi, everybody.
Jeffrey is the king of the roast. He writes the funniest material, and he's always wonderful. What have you been up to?
I've had a great summer. Congratulations over the summer. You guys won an Emmy.
Yes, we did.
And I impregnated Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
See,
You haven't heard about that yet? I only roast the ones I love.
That's the name of the book.
Exactly. Making fun of people. It's a lot of fun.
Well, you know, you have not, we haven't seen too much of you since you were kicked off of Dancing with the Stars. You have the first celebrity to have been kicked off.
Yeah.
So we grieve for you. Was
Thank you.
Was this very upsetting?
I had a year-long post-dance depression. I came in 13th place on a show that normally has 12 contestants. I got a lower score than when Heather Mills's leg flew off. It was very, very tough.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
What do you think of the lineup now?
This season is an interesting lineup. I don't know if you guys have seen. I tried to look up some of the new contestants, and I didn't know the show was called Dancing with the Vaguely Familiar.
Macy Gray,
How do we know? But some of those other people, I tried to Google
Macy
them.
Gray.
Oh, Macy Gray, yeah.
I tried to Google some of the cast and said,
Carter,
ask
who's that?
Yahoo.
Now this is
Yes.
I was curious to know, because you do a lot of roasting, and your book is about that, of course. A lot of people don't know what a roast is, so can you explain that to us, what it is, actually?
A roast is when we, usually for charity, we make fun of, we honor somebody we love by dishonoring them. For instance, if we were roasting you, Toya, I'd say, you look beautiful, thanks for dressing like a hooker from Battlestar Galactica.
That brings me to this question.
You think it's funny?
Now that brings me to this question. How do you roast someone without insulting them? Because that was a pure, outright insult. I'm insulted by that.
I like the outfit. I think the outfit is cute.
She looks phenomenal. Obviously.
It's a joke. It's a roast.
Okay, but answer her question.
How do you answer?
How
Well-
do you
How do
roast
you do it without insulting? Because I was insulted by that.
Well, usually you try to roast somebody who's a good sport.
That's your second insult.
For instance, Barbara Walters is a living legend, a broadcast journalism legend, and if I was going to roast her, obviously, I've seen you at the roast. You're a very good sport at these. But you're a legend. I mean, obviously, you make people cry. You made George Washington cry over the cherry tree.
See, now you could say to him, has anyone ever told you that you have a face for radio? You could say that. What else?
I can take it. I have thick skin, and I'm also, you know, people say I look like Rick Moranis from Walter Matthau had a baby.
I want to ask you something totally off this.
By the way, Rosie, I love what you did with your hair.
Thank you.
He's not going to get to you. See, now I feel left out, and so does Sherry.
I don't feel left out.
I can't make fun of Sherry because she'll kick my butt.
She is strong now.
Is that
She's
true?
been working out. Yeah.
And Joy is very, very funny at these roasts. You were the first woman ever to host a roast. Which,
Yes, right before Barbara even.
Yeah.
During the Lincoln administration. George and I did a
I
wonderful
don't think
roast.
Lincoln came after Washington, though. I'm just going to say. Just for a second, because one of your heroes just passed, and one of my heroes just passed, Larry Gelbart. Now, you did a great documentary with him. You want to tell me a little bit about it?
Thank you. Larry Gelbart was one of the original joke writers for Bob Hope when he would go entertain the troops. Many, many years ago. And when I was going on my first USO tour to Iraq, I called Larry Gelbart for advice, and he was a very good friend. And he always told me, vicarious insubordination. Make fun of the commanding officers, and then the whole crowd, all the soldiers will love you.
He also wrote MASH.
But you know,
He created the show MASH, and I miss him and I love him.
Because of George Washington, I'm having a senior moment. What is the name of, you know, oh, he's been on with us, who's the great insulter. No.
Oh, Rickles. Don
Don
Rickles.
Okay.
Right. Don
So
Rickles.
but after he insults everybody in the audience, then he apologizes and says, I really love you. Do you do that
Yeah,
at
he
the
sings
end?
it.
Sometimes I do, but
Do you apologize to LaToya and me now?
I also... I only roast the ones I love. Is that enough to tell
But
you
you
that I love
also
you?
roast to get women.
Uh-huh.
You get women with the stuff that you...
Sometimes it works, you know. There's jokes in the book where if you can make a woman laugh at herself, you can make her do anything, basically. And I met my girlfriend by saying, so you're a model for what? Paternity clothes? Maternity clothes? I'm kidding!
Blew the joke anyway.
I screwed it up.
He said paternity clothes. See, this is not an exact science.
It also helps that I know a little taekwondo.
Jeffrey, thank you so much for coming by.
This is really fun. Thank you, ladies.
I only roast the ones I love is in stores now, and you're all taking home a copy.
Hey, the new fall mug is on sale now. And find out how to get one. Check out our